most of us are having some sort of awakening. What are we awakening to? The fact that you're all of it. The fact that you and me are connected at a deep level. The fact that you put me here in your hologram to see this video. There are no accidents in the universe. And if you're here right now, it's because I've got access to something. I've broken through some barriers that your soul wants you to break through. And most likely, it's attachment to outcome. The old human on the planet did things to get results. I go and I hunt, I get food, I feed family. I go to job, I make money, I feed family. Well, the new human on the planet is closer to God, closer to all that is. All that is just includes God, that's all. And so what happens is you no longer need to trade. You no need to longer need to go kill the animal to feed the family. You no longer need to go to the job to feed the family. Everything starts to occur. Occur is the word oculus of the eyes. Things come out of the blue. Out of the blue, look at the sky around me. You're surrounded by blue. So your life just starts to get super magical, but it doesn't make sense to your thinking mind. For your thinking mind is a amalgamation of frequencies of the collective consciousness. And the collective consciousness isn't wrong. It believes in things like gravity and a lot of beautiful things. It's just that also a lot of what it believes in we don't need anymore. Gravity, I think we're going to keep, but a lot of the old systems and structures, we've awoken to a level where, because we had events in our own lives that were perhaps what we call crises, we asked for more light. Well, once you let the light in, you can't unknow the things that you see in the world. You just know you're more aware of the light in the world, and you're also a lot more aware of the dark in the world. And with that comes great responsibility. Responsibility, the ability to respond to. So it gives you a chance to go, and I'm going to give you an activation a little later in this video. It gives you a chance to go to meet yourself inside of everything out here. And you can't get it wrong and you can't get it right. There is no judgment from consciousness's side. That's the truth. It's just that you start to choose more from your heart because your heart expands. The more light you let in, the bigger your heart is. The more you just want to give to people, the less you judge people, the more free you are. Paradoxically, the more access to experiences you have in an unlimited way. You sort of get to create your own world and teleport into it and teleport out to it, which is what you did to be here right now. If you're watching me here right now, there are no accidents in the universe. You projected me into your hologram to give you these messages. So once I stopped the cryptocurrency hedge fund, I basically retired and I started doing what we call energy philanthropy. Philanthropy is something that was used to be reserved for people that had already exited their businesses or had a lot of money. You don't have to wait for that to start being philanthropic here on the planet. You got gifted energy today, right? Well, what you do with that energy matters a lot. It means the world, actually. You ever heard be the change you want to see in the world, right? Well, the more you practice this energy philanthropy, the more you get access to the power that creates worlds. For you never were limited by anything. It was just an illusion from the outside pushing in from some few people who didn't know who they were in truth, so they wanted to control you and your energy. But nothing can take your energy from you unless you consent to it. Well, how do you consent? You consent through certain actions, certain definitions you give to reality, and therefore you act a certain way. When you act that way, you reinforce the reality that most of you would say that you don't prefer anymore. So the only way to really see the freedom and the love and the new earth is you have to start taking new actions. It's not because your actions are actually the the force that's changing reality. All of reality already exists. So the frame rate of reality, where everyone's free, where everyone's abundant, where everyone has access to everything they ever need when they need it, that frame rate exists now. All you have to do is change your frequency through your belief systems, the way that you feel, which will create new actions that shifts you to the version of the planet that you prefer to be on. And it doesn't take long. It can happen as soon as a day, however long it takes you to stop thinking the old thoughts and start thinking the new thoughts, and creating through your action what those new thoughts with those new thoughts. So it's just whatever you want, it's already here. Go give it to yourself. You're the giver and the receiver of everything in your life. There's not anyone out there that's, you're the one holding yourself separate from anything that you're not receiving right now. And when you do this, what happens is you become a new kind of insider here on the planet. And you're someone who becomes very valuable because your perspective, you'll show up to places and they'll just be more peaceful because you're there. You'll, the way your presence, it's through your presence that you become valuable. It's not through what you're doing in a day, it's through who you're being in a day. And it stems from doing less, stopping. You've heard me say that before. So I'm going to keep this nice and short because I want you guys to really realize that this is so much simpler than you thought it was. If you want to come check out the community, it's on fire right now. I've got Soul Purpose Tribe, which is the people behind the community that are helping run the community. And then I've got the WhatsApp, which is completely donation based. We've got free cycle energy exchange stuff going on there. We've got just community support. It's just a beautiful space. We've got live events there too. Soul Purpose Tribe is more working with me in groups or one-on-one. Both are perfect. There's space in one of those places for you no matter what your financial situation is. I'm unconditionally holding space for community. Why? Because in my DNA came the codes to hold community. Any social media account I ever started, any community I ever focused on grows. So I asked for a while, how can I serve today? How can I serve? And the downloads I got were all about holding space for community. So that's what I'm giving here. I want to thank you for tuning here. Please like, subscribe to this channel. You're probably not subscribed. If you think you are, this one's on a new channel called The Bridge Out because I'm supporting you, being the bridge and the way shower for you to shift to heaven on earth because we can. But we don't need those old systems anyway. But we don't judge them because they're here to support us in the experiences that we're here to have together. So there's nothing that you lack here. Everything is already given. God gave you this life. All that is gave you this life. It didn't cost you anything to come here. You're going to leave naked, right? So just enjoy the ride. Let me know what you think down below. Hope today's the best day of your life, better than all your anniversaries, your birthdays, your everything combined into one day. It already is that way if you choose to have that experience for yourself. I'll catch you on the flip side. Lots of love. Bye for now. Check the links down below. Bye-bye.